welcome. Happy Monday to you. It is officially the afternoon, so I'll be the first to tell you good afternoon. Mr. Credit here, your lunch hour, guaranteeing to make you smarter than everyone else. Today the market's down a little bit today. Nothing crazy, but we are down a tad. I've got a great group in here for you. We got some incredible news released from the U.S. State Department has issued a terror alert. We'll give you the details on that. A lot of people buzzing on social media today about the CBS Time Warner feud. I'm loving it. Welcoming into the studio, we've got our mortgage guru, John Jaros, JJ, with Guaranteed Rate. Top 1% in the nation, 2 years running. JJ, welcome.
Thank you very much. Always fabulous to be here.
Fantastic. You look amazing. And I tell you, with that chair in the background, it does something for that suit. So we're rocking and rolling in here today. Also enjoying the new chairs in our studio is Mike Litton, who's been on the show a number of times before. Mike is the broker owner of Keller Williams and Escondido. Sold760.com is the website. Mike, welcome.
Hey, great to see you. And I'll tell you, JJ really is rocking that chair.
It's Guaranteed Rate colors,
we
too.
all blend into the chair. That's the beauty of it.
Red and black. There's something about it. I mean, you know, Guaranteed Rate's got those colors. Keller Williams has those colors.
It's
ESPN
fancy, man. It's fancy. Seriously.
I don't know what to tell you. It's great stuff. So I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but the State Department has issued a terror alert. And this was pretty interesting to me, especially on kind of the heels of the whole Edward Snowden case about the NSA having too much access to information. A lot of people were, in an uproar about that. But this is an Al-Qaeda threat that has closed U.S. embassies in the Middle East on Sunday and is the most serious in years. The chatter, as they're calling it, among suspected terrorists is reminiscent of what preceded the September 11th attacks. So this is a really big deal, and this is according to a U.S. lawmaker who was briefed on all these intelligence conversations. The State Department closed 21 embassies and consulates and issued a worldwide travel alert warning Americans that Al-Qaeda may be planning attacks in August, particularly in the Middle East or North Africa. Senator Saxby Chambliss, who's the top Republican on the Senate Intelligence Committee, said, quote, "There is an awful lot of chatter out there." He said that the chatter communications among terrorism suspects about the planning of a possible attack was, quote, "very reminiscent of what we saw pre-9/11. Now, a National Security Agency surveillance program, so NSA, that electronically collects communications on cell phones and emails, known as intercepts, had helped gather intelligence about this threat, Chambliss said. It was one of the NSA surveillance programs revealed by former spy agency contractor Edward Snowden to media outlets. So a lot of people were upset about this. These programs, though, according to Chambliss, quote, "allow us to have the ability to gather this chatter. If we did not have these programs, then we simply wouldn't be able to listen in on the bad guys." He also said, quote, "this is the most serious threat that I've seen in the last several years." So first of all, our government, our military, our law enforcement has done an unbelievable job in protecting the soil here in the United States of America since September 11th. You think about it, they have foiled everything. There's been very little that anyone has been able to do to harm the citizens of this country. Very, very little. And I think we all have kind of held our breath a little bit, expecting one day something else is going to happen. So this, if you think about it, how bad does it have to be before they actually issue a warning?
It's got to be pretty intense.
Without
a doubt, closing 21 embassies down.
Closing the embassies.
Yeah, that's huge.
That means that this is really, really serious. So I highly encourage everyone out there to take precautions, especially when traveling. Also, be involved. If you or someone you know sees something, you got to tell somebody. That's the best defense we have against these guys, because as a free nation, we're always going to be susceptible. We always are. Things like what happened at the Boston Marathon will never be able to stop something like that from really happening forever. We can't. We're too free. That's the beauty of this nation, but that's also our weakness, and they try to take advantage of that. There's another U.S. official. So Chambliss was the guy from the Senate. There's also a gentleman from the House who said really the same thing about, he said, quote, the part that is alarming is the confidence they showed while communicating and the air of certainty. This is an official from the the United States House of Representatives, who has coordinated with the Intelligence Committee. He said that they appear to basically be very confident that it's not only going to take place, but that it is going to be very big. So that is where we're at. In case you haven't heard that, a lot of this stuff gets swept under the rug these days in the media, and I think that's something that everyone needs to know. So get involved. Do not ignore it. Trust your gut.